this evening. My name is Artie Lynnworth. I'm your guest speaker for the evening. You can contact me through my website, and as I mentioned before the program, I'm happy to take your questions through email and serve as your mentor and coach and guide. You may be the perfect candidate, but if you can't communicate it to those who are interviewing you, you may not get that slot. So I have one role tonight, to help you be that perfect candidate. What I'm going to try to do in our 90 minutes that we have together is condense 40 years of my life experience managing manufacturing industrial plants across the United States and businesses around the globe. Those 40 years come into lots of interviewing, lots of resume reviews, and lots of tips for what works and what doesn't work. What we'll do is we'll cover it in 3 stages. The first is longest, which will be focused on what you can do from the comfort of your home to prepare for the job interview. There'll be 3 important points that we'll cover. I'll explain it clearly, and it'll be easy for you to learn because we'll be doing some exercises during the evening that you can practice at home and work at home. The second part of the program deals with what to do during the interview itself. An interview, it's kind of like Dancing with the Stars. If you know the steps, you can come out and be the gold star winner. If you don't know the steps, what happens during each phase, they're very typical phases of every interview, whether it's a half hour, or hour and a half, it goes through a process. If you know the steps, and you know what to do in each phase, from the moment you walk in till after you've left the interview room, and I'll teach you that, you can come out like a star. The last thing I'll do in the 3 steps will be briefly talking about your resume. A lot of folks think, well, I better start with my resume and then I'll get into the interview prep. What you'll learn in the first 2 stages, how to prepare from home, what to expect during the interview, when you have that right with the preparation work we'll cover, the job of doing a resume is easy. It's literally cut and paste. It's not a lot of work. You have to make sure it's spelled right and all that kind of stuff, but what you put in there and what you don't put in there, we can cover pretty quickly, and again, it's covered in more detail in the book. I'll leave you with 3 tips that you can start tonight. If you want to go home and get started on the next stage of preparation, I'll give you 3 things you can do right now. If you want to wait till the weekend, that's okay too. But anytime, we'll give you a path forward, so we're not just talking and forgetting. We're doing and getting the benefits from that. Does the process work? Let me give you 2 quick examples. She followed the process I'll be covering with you tonight. The exercises we'll do, she did at home. The worksheets that I suggest you fill out, she filled out. What happened when she was ready? She said, okay, now I'm ready. She had a resume, she sent it out. 24 hours later, she got invited to take an interview. She went in the next day for the interview, prepared with what we'll cover tonight. 24 hours later, she got the job. When you look on Amazon and you see customer reviews, there's dozens of 5-star reviews for the books. The one that she wrote, her name is Sandy, said 48 hours to a job. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about the experience. It's real. What I teach is not rocket science. But if you follow the process and do the homework, you can get, I hope, the best job you're looking for. Because you'll know whether or not you're the best person qualified, you'll be the best one for them based on how you'll communicate. So let's jump right into it now. How do we get started? Most people, when they're getting ready for their preparation for job interviewing, they start with a white, clean piece of paper. And what do they typically do? They say, well, they're going to want to know the best about me, so I better start thinking about what am I good at? And they start making a list. I'm good at this, I'm good at that, I like this, I like to do that. Well, let me tell you to begin with, wrong way to start. It's not about you. It's about them. What do I mean by that? Who's them? Them, they, are the interviewers. It's about them. What are they interested in? What are they looking for? What are they looking for? They're looking for people to solve their problems. Of course, in a moment later on, we'll be talking about what are you good at. You're going to be showing them that you're a good problem solver for them. But you don't start with you. You start with them. What are they looking for? What do they need?